Oh, welcome to Lady Abimbola Online. I am Lady Abimbola. Today, as usual, on this particular channel, I have two channels, Melanin and Harbinoid Live and Lady Abimbola Online. But for Lady Abimbola Online, it's actually a channel about health and lifestyle. Today, but I will be giving some tips about the virus in town now. It's actually a global pandemic. Already it is. We cannot deny that fact. And the coronavirus. I live here in Europe, and the country that is mostly affected in Europe, which is Italy. Though I'm resident in the northern part of Italy, close to the Austrian and the German border, we speak German and Italian in this region. But right now I'm in Veneto, which is one of the most tourist center here in Italy, and the streets are basically deserted. Shops are closed. Most of the shops are closed. Just about 2% are open. It's mostly foreigner shops. And schools are closed, universities are closed, most things are shut down completely. And the situation is actually very, very serious. And right now, I am in the center of town of Mestre, Venezia, and everything is totally shut down. Everything is totally shut down. So anyway, I'm not talking about the virus itself, because I believe most people are already aware of its presence. So I don't need to educate anyone on that any longer. But I just want to give you some tips on how to safeguard yourself. First of all, you can actually contact the virus through touching of something that is contaminated, and the virus actually lasts on the surface for about 3-4 hours, and if you happen to pass through such surface, around the time it's still active, then basically it is possible that you get it on your skin. Being on your skin is not the problem, but while on your skin, maybe on your hands for example, you mistakenly now place your hand in your mouth, in your nose, on your eyes or something. That's where the problem is. So right now, the tactics I actually developed here, and I've been transmitting it to people. I've been educating people on it, based on the information I have myself on the virus. The mask is actually for somebody that already has it. So there's no point, if you're healthy, you put on the mask. You can only put on the mask if somebody is sneezing or you are in a congested atmosphere where there is a lot of people, just to protect yourself. So I have this, for example, that I can hold against my, above my nose like that. You understand? Or I can, if I don't want to hold it, I can just have it like that. And it's on my nose, it covers my nose, and I'm walking and I don't have any problem. So if somebody should sneeze, it shouldn't get to me. Of course, I take myself away from arm's way immediately, but at least I don't get anything in me. Then the second thing is hand gloves. You can see this is hand gloves. The type they use in the hospital or you use in the house, to clean some surfaces under your bathtub. It's not the bigger one. It's the polyptic hand gloves. So this one, it might sound funny to go around with this, but it's better you safeguard yourself than to sound funny. So basically, I have this on my hands. every day I go out with this, both hands actually. I go out with this every day, and if I touch any surface like this, for example, if I take the tram or go into a public place or go into an office, I can touch anything without being scared of anything. And also, I don't have the temptation to put my fingers in my mouth or my nose or my ears, because even if I want to do it subconsciously, the fact that I have these gloves on me reminds me that, oh, I have a gloves on me and I have it for a reason. And for that particular reason, you find out that, you are able to even safeguard your unconscious behavior, that you can just put your hand in the mouth or the nose or the eyes or whatever, where you can actually pass the disease. So that's another point. Another point is that if after the whole day's journey, when you go back home, the first thing you do, you drop your shoes outside. I don't need to physically do that, but you drop your shoes outside your door. You drop it outside for about 4 hours. So, whatever virus comes with it, it dies down. It dies down immediately. Whatever virus comes with it, it dies down immediately. That's it. Then your jacket, the shoes, the jacket, caps or scarves, every outside garment you have on, put them outside for at least 4 hours. So any virus that came with you back home can be left outside to burn out, to dry out, to fizzle out, because after 4 hours it cannot survive beyond that 4 hours on a normal surface. So that's another way of safeguarding yourself. And apart from the gloves, that actually I believe is the maximum you can do for yourself is the gloves, because washing of hands, it's not even logical. It's not logical, because by the time you wash your hands 2, 3, 4, 5 things, a normal human being, you become so tired of washing your hands and you begin to slack. You begin to slack behind. You understand? But with these gloves, you solve a lot of problem, because you go out, you touch everything you have to. Because I have this glove and I always go around with 2 extra. One I usually give to people, one I keep for myself in case maybe one gets damaged or whatever. It has never happened, but you never can tell. So I have always 2 extra with me in my bag. And if I see anybody after talking to them, oh, when I get home I will do it, I don't have any now, I give them one. I've given a guy one today, I gave a girl one yesterday, and that's what I do every day. I try to help others. So basically these are actually how you physically take care of yourself. And also you have to take care of yourself with the kind of food and things you consume now. Now, what do I mean by that? The kind of food and things you consume now. Because right now we have this serious virus that attacks the lungs, the respiratory system. It gives you a fever-like situation, high temperature, flu, difficulty in respirating. So basically, it's against the respiratory system. And when you have a strong immune system, the strong immune system actually would help in restraining